Hello everyone, I just wanted to give some brief feedback on your assignments from last week, talk about this week, and really prepare you to head into the midterm that's fastly approaching. Your midterm is October 15th, and it will be here before you know it. So some things that I noticed a lot of people still had professionalism qualities in on your competency. Competencies are the hard skills that are related to your field of study. Something like some anatomy-based competency or vital signs. Those are things that you've learned in your classroom, this classroom skills. Professionalisms are things like being punctual, clearly communicating, wearing professional attire. So I saw some overlap, and you're going to need to differentiate the skills that you come up with for your competencies, differentiate those from professional characteristics. All right, I won't harbor on that point. Some things that you're going to need to do this week is I'm going to have you look up job postings, and I have a detailed slideshow that I'm not really going to go into detail here because it's already posted. But in essence, you are going to find job postings, whether it be on Indeed.com or anywhere else that you're welcome to search. I highly recommend Indeed. You'll find a lot of jobs, and it's easy to search. What you're going to do is you're going to have a summary, and you see this over here to the right, and then you're going to have keywords. And really what we're doing is we're evaluating some of the things that are important in your field of study. Okay, so for this example here, I was actually given this assignment by my uncle when I was applying for the Dell State position, which, hey, it worked out pretty well. But some of the other things that I was looking at, we did a word count. And we saw that developing people was a really big ask for a lot of these companies. So you're going to do that, and really the whole point is you're looking at skills that they're looking for new candidates. So when they're looking to hire, and really now is the time for you to develop these skills. So if coaching is a required aspect of your job, then you need to be able to work towards your coaching skills. And if it's not, then that's fine. That's not for you. That's why we're doing this as individuals. So this week is going to be a little bit different. You're going to start with the job postings, which I just said. And then let's go to the Blackboard shell real quick. Let's take a look. Okay. So here we go. Here you are. Week 5. So we're going to do, you're only going to do 3. Okay, you're going to do 3 job postings. And I have some examples that I want to go over real quick. Let's start with a pretty good example. Okay, so here's a pretty good example. You see here's line by line the job summary, and then here are keywords that this individual identified. Now this effort got them a 15 out of 20 because they did forget to include a link to the job description. You forget a link, you lose 5 points. All right, here is another example. This person did not go line by line. They identified some key phrases. They had a job posting link, so that's great, but they did not have it in the format that was required, so they did not receive credit. Okay, those are really the only 2 mistakes people make when doing this. You need to do that 3 times, okay? And then you're going to write a cover letter. So a cover letter is basically telling your employee why they should hire you. And you're going to say, you're going to use the key words. If they said something's important, you're going to repeat it to them. People like to hear themselves, okay? So that is the first half, is a cover letter based on your job postings, okay? Let's go back in here. So I already talked about everything in this. Right here, your postings in your cover letter. We go back, and we're going to talk about the pre-midterm reflection. So I have a couple of things that are going to help you. The first thing is the sheet that looks very similar to what you just did. The only thing that's different is you will write your name and signature, and so will your supervisor. So I strongly encourage you last week to get your supervisor's approval. This week it is a requirement. It is an absolute requirement. And really what we're doing is we're setting this up now so that when it comes midterm, and then when it comes to final, you'll have a very clear expectation of what you're doing and what you're being evaluated on. So we got to get these expectations set now, so in a couple of weeks you'll be good to go. One thing about a signature, if you type in a name, that is not a signature. Even if you change the font to script, that is still not a signature. A signature is either pen to paper or DocuSign. If you need help setting up a DocuSign, I am ready, willing, and able to do that. So hopefully what you did is you put your best foot forward, and then you used the first part of this week to research a job in your field of study. And now you're fine-tuning what competencies are going to make you a successful candidate for landing the job you want. I said there were 2 things to help you. This is the second. I went ahead and posted 10 competencies by profession. So this is going to help you, whether you're in personal training or occupational therapy. I posted 10 really strong competencies. So I know some of you said, hey, 4 were approved last week, but I kind of made up the other 6. Well, reflect on your job description, your cover letter, and your current list, and see if you can improve it using some of these competencies. All right. Last thing is your pre-midterm reflection, which I'm going to post shortly. There's 6 questions that I want to do pre-midterm. So I want you to reflect on your competencies goals, see if it matched the job posting. I want to have some feedback on if your supervisor liked these goals. Did they have to work with you on them? Was it hard to come up with 10? Let me know. And so you can see the other questions here. The real big one is I'm going to update a video link to this, and I want you to watch this video, reflect on the things that are due, and let me know if there's going to be any problem that you think you're going to have in completing the hours log, which we've talked about, the professionalism, or the competencies. Thank you.